everyone doing today? Ooh, do I have a reception? Let's see. I don't know. Let me know if you guys are out there. Good morning. I just finished listening to Wrap It Up Gifts. I was like, let me go on live right quick and see how everyone is doing. I'm on my way to work. I'm not sure if I have reception, because sometimes in this area I don't get good reception. But if y'all out there, let me know. Good morning, Erica. How are you? Good morning. Girl, I was like, let me get on here because I was just giggling watching your video. And then every time you mention daylight savings time, I was like, oh, it's coming. Oh my gosh. You right. Talking about embracing change, like everything changes in the military, right? If you guys haven't seen Wrap It Up Gifts' last video, she did this really pretty green basket. But she was talking about how it's starting to, get dark early already. And I'm dreading those days too. And every year I try to act like, why am I tripping? Because this is what it is. This is how God created the world, right? So you can't get upset. It probably wouldn't be so bad if I didn't have to go to work. Because it's nothing like, and for me, like I get home late anyway. So it's even worse, if I am able to leave a little early and it's 4:02 and it's dark. It does something to your body. Like, it does something to your mind. It's like, But yep, it's coming up again already. And it's crazy because the time doesn't change back until November for some people.
In 2 miles, take exit 7A onto I-95
Goodness gracious.
South. I-495
Can y'all hear my
South.
GPS? It's so loud. I take GPS everywhere, y'all, because when I'm not in California, I get lost. No, that's not true. There's some states where I don't get lost, but I definitely get lost in the DMV area with the GPS. But good morning. I can't read y'all stuff yet because I'm driving, but I just wanted to say hello and see how everyone is doing. I know Kiana's probably gonna be doing her Thriving Thursday. And to ask y'all if you guys like daylight savings time. My sister's time doesn't change though, because she is in Arizona. And there's a few other states I think that don't change. But it's not supposed to happen till November. Like, we're in September and you can already tell, like, it's giving you warning signs. But I also feel like time is just speeding up in general. Like, 8 hours ain't 8 hours no more. Do any of you guys feel like that? I don't know if y'all can hear me. This thing is spinning again. Yeah, if I could work from home and I don't have to deal with the time change, then that's fine. But your body seems like it gets tired faster, and then you don't want to do much of anything. And I'm a night owl, but it's something about when it's daytime, it's supposed to be daytime. Oh my gosh, right? Erica, it's 67. I'm like, I never thought I'd be happy for 67. That used to be cold for me. And it is cold. If I'm on the West Coast, 67 is like, that's what it was when I went this past June to see my dad. I was out there 2 weeks. And I was just like, LA has lost its mind with this weather. Like, I didn't touch a beach. It was cold. But right now, and on the East Coast, because there's so much humidity on the East Coast, it's like, I don't understand. Like, whenever it's hot, it's wet. Like, it can't just be like a hot or warm. You can get a hot, warm, sunny day for about 6 hours, and then a storm comes like out of the blue. Sometimes it cools it down, sometimes it doesn't. Good morning. I can't see who that is, but good morning to all of you. I should have went live a little bit earlier, then we could like really talk. But I was listening to Marie's video. Y'all gotta go watch her video if you haven't. Wrap It Up Gifts, and she's doing this beautiful green basket, and she is so joyful. Are you going to Warner Robins? I forgot to ask you that in the beginning when I could like really see the comments. Are we meeting up again in Georgia? But yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, she is just full of joy. She laughing and giggling and talking about the tape and the fingerprints. I get so mad, I'll take it off. I be like, ugh. And I've tried doing like the gift baskets with gloves. Like if I'm handling food or something like that, I'll use gloves. But I really want to find the right types of glove that I can feel comfortable in and make the gift basket, because I do want to start like just using gloves, especially for like the items that are carrying food products. Even though they're not out, I always use the gloves if I'm doing like fruit baskets and stuff like that. But I don't get that too often. It might pick up a little bit during the holidays, because I had an order for 3 baskets, and they were like wellness baskets. I didn't have any food in there, and I ended up doing like what I end up doing on 2 of them. I did like blankets with exercise book or cookbook, and like some kitchen stuff, like a strainer and like that kind of stuff or whatever, and she liked them. And then the 3rd one was like a spa basket, but she was talking about getting fruit but waiting until like the day of, because I don't know if y'all know or where y'all been, if y'all travel much, but in the DMV area, and I'm just gonna say that food seems to spoil quickly. Like produce seems to go like really quickly, and it's like, I don't know, 3 times the price of what it is like in California or somewhere where it grows, you know, in the backyards. So it's like, if you get something, like I was watching Yummy Tea do strawberries a couple of years ago, and I was just like, buying strawberries to eat only lasts like 2 days. If you forget they're in the refrigerator, you'll be mad. Oh, thank you. Yeah, she's one of my regular clients. She and I went to college together, so we have known each other for 26 years. We've known each other a very, very long time. And after we graduated from Long Beach State, then she came out here and went to graduate school at Howard. And she stayed out here, and I would just come visit. So I never really imagined I would actually be living out here. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, she has a nonprofit called Keys to Success, and then she works, she's like an HR supervisor, so she's always getting baskets from me that she raffles off at her different locations that she manages. Good morning, Miss Tina. Oh my gosh, Marie, you gotta call me or text me, because I still didn't see if we're meeting up again in Georgia. I have a feeling that I was talking about something and I just completely went off onto another subject, y'all, and didn't even finish what I was talking about. And it's probably gonna come to me later, but I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm on my way to work. I don't have to wear a uniform today because they are having me go through the we call it TAPS. It's the Transitional Assistance Program, and it's a 3-day, well, really 4-day, like excuse me, workshop, where the first day you have like a pre-separation briefing where they ask you, you know, what your goals are and kind of get you prepared for leaving the military, whether you're retiring or just separating and moving on to do something new, or if you're getting medically retired or separated. And I'm in that kind of last category, possibly. So you're supposed to do it like at least, they want you to do it like a year out, but sometimes that doesn't happen. It might end up being sooner, or if it's unexpected. So they have me attending, and then the first day they just talk a lot about what it's like working in the civilian side versus the military side. And so for some people that haven't had civilian jobs, it's kind of an eye-opener for them, or well, yeah, an eye-opener. Kind of gives them a very small glimpse of what it's like to not be working in a military environment, and the different things that they need to look out for as far as health insurance, and the camaraderie can be different. And so there's some people that got into the military at age 17 or 18, and now they are 37, 38, and they're retiring, and they've never had a job outside of the military. So life is going to be different for them. Possibly exciting, possibly daunting for some. And so they come and they brief you about those things. And then the second day today, I think they're going to brief us about like the VA benefits, healthcare benefits. And then the third day, I believe the Department of Labor and a few other agencies come and work on resumes and things like that, if you don't already have like a job offer, or if you've never really had to do a resume outside of a military resume. So they don't have us wear our uniforms because they want it to be a comfortable environment and not one that's just so structured by rank and enlisted members versus officers, which we all kind of work together anyway, but I get what they're saying. They don't want anyone to feel intimidated about asking anything or whatever. But for me, I joined when I was 27. I joined the Navy first, and I had already graduated from college, but in working with the police department, I was like, oh, I still want to be a nurse, so I'll just go to the Navy and be a Navy nurse, because that's what I saw in the movies. That was my mind at 25 years old, y'all. I was like totally sheltered. And I was just like, oh, I'll do that. So I called around. The Navy was like, oh, you can join the reserves. So I joined the reserves with my best friend and my sister and her sister. And we were in there for about 6 months. And one of my colleagues at LAPD found out that I enlisted. And she was like, why did you enlist? And I think some of you might have heard the story before. And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, you're supposed to commission. And I'm like, what is that? So she's like, you know, if you already graduated, if you have a bachelor's or higher, then you can come into the military as an officer, and it's called commissioning. And it's coming into the military as sort of in a leadership role. And so she was like, here's my, you know, recruiter for the Air Force, the National Guard. And so I called the recruiter, and the recruiter's like, you know, I can get you over here, because by this time, like, I'm fed up with the Navy, and I haven't even gone to boot camp yet. But they got us hiking every weekend. I mean, I'm sorry, not every weekend. Every 1 week in a month, on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we would have to go to the Navy base. It was like a Navy and Marine base in I think it was in San Bernardino County in California. But we would have to go there, and pretty much those 3 days consisted of running, lifting weights, push-ups, hiking in the mountains with like the spiders and the snakes and all this stuff, and just going up the mountains. And that's great for some people. That's great. I'm 27, and that's not my thing. I like to swim. I'm from California. Take me to the ocean. Like, I don't want to be up here with the spiders and the flying things and all the snakes and all that stuff. I can do like a little hiking trail with a group of people, you know, like a fun little hiking trail. But like the real deal, I don't want to do that all the way up Mount whatever where the flag is. No, I get like 2/3 of the way, and then I'm trying to figure out what to do. Because if I need to go back down, they don't want to go back down with me. Then you go down there and you can wait for us. And I don't want to go back up. It was just a hot mess. So the Air Force recruiter was like, we can get you over here. And I was like, well, there's 4 other girls that also want to come. So, because we met a friend there. So me, my best friend, my sister, and her sister, and the new girl that we met, we all had to go to the Navy chief. And it was crazy because, like, so the Navy has well, all the branches have different terms, right, for different things. But the Navy is unique in the fact that when you walk into their building, they treat it as a ship. So there's all these different names for, like, the walls and the bathrooms and whatever. And so when you walk into their building, there's like a guard there, and they're like, welcome aboard in the building. And you walk through, you say whatever you're supposed to say. I can't remember because it was almost 20 years ago. You say whatever you're supposed to say. They correct you if you mess up. And then, you know, you go and ask for these different permissions, and there's bulkheads and I don't know, all kind of things, you know, where in the way you have to walk, you know. So we have to go and ask the Navy chief to sign a conditional release form to release us from the Navy to the Air Force after we've been training with them for 6 months. And not just one of us, 5 of us. So he signed it. And basically we just signed over like we had signed up for the Navy for 6 years. And so then there was like a 2-year like ready reserve type of thing at the end of that contract. So basically the Air Force wrote this form up and we had to fulfill 8 years or potentially 8 years, you know, in the Air Force or whatever. So we all did that. But I was the only one that was finished with college and everybody else was still in. In the spirit of fear, I did not want to go by myself. So that held me back because she was like, well, you guys can all go to boot camp together, or they can go to boot camp and you can go, you know, to OTS. And I was like, no, we all want to go together. So she was like, okay, you know, you can always commission later. And that was the plan. The plans were changed. My sister did eventually commission a few years ago. I encouraged her, but I had a lot going on, so I wasn't able to at the time that the opportunity presented itself. And now I don't want to start over. Fun times. But yeah, so we'll all be in there together discussing the things, and in no uniform, which is great. Oh, I forgot your son was in the Navy, Deb. And then, yeah, it's so crazy. And my son, one of my son's best friend, the pastor's son, ended up joining the Navy like 3 years after my son joined the Air Force. I have 2 other cousins that went to the Air Force as well. All little young men from Los Angeles. And then I have a coworker who has been with me on the department for 21 years, joined the Navy like 3 years ago. I was like, what happened here? But she loves it. Whew. They're doing a lot of construction here, so I don't know if you guys are going to be able to still hear me. But I don't know, how do you guys like the morning lives like this? I feel like it's a little bit better if you're like stationary, because then you can read all the comments. And I don't know how to read my comments after the live. Like, is there something special I need to do beforehand so I can like go back and read the comments? Does anybody know? Look, I'm asking y'all like I can actually really see what you guys are saying. That just means I'm gonna have to go live again and ask. That's right, S. Marie. Delayed, not denied. Yeah, wherever I am, I just have to realize that sometimes wherever we are, I mean, it's where we're supposed to be at the moment. We win or we learn. sometimes you win and you learn. You're working. Now I get to sit at this light for 5 to 7 minutes so I can read y'all comments. Your comments normally come back at 24 hours of posting. Okay. Comments after the live can take 24 hours. Toggle the comments to the right to see live comments or view on a computer after 24 hours. That's what I'm not doing, viewing it on a computer. Good morning, Lasagna. I am going to work. I have taps this week. So they are preparing me in case I get like a medical retirement or separation or whatever. I'm going through a board right now for them to determine if I am fit or not. So they wanted me to go ahead and do this. Good morning, Dorothy. Our place, your place. Still classy. Yes, Marie. Who else? Wrap it up. Gifts, Marie. Diane Designs. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Dazzling Nay. Good morning. Miss Tina. Good morning. Did I miss anybody? Good morning. Life is good. Laura. Angelique. Erica. Divine Hands Inspiration. Good morning. Good morning, Sonia. I got everybody. I'm proud of myself. Still sitting at this light. I'm like right there. Do any of you guys live in states where you can leave your house to be 15 minutes early to your job, and as you're driving to a GPS change to the unforeseen? Like, I thought that California had the worst traffic. That is absolutely false. There is no traffic like the DMV area, except Atlanta. Have mercy. Uh-oh. You guys, thank you kindly. Because I know you saw me trying to get over. Do you guys have traffic like that? Some people have never seen traffic like that, and it is overwhelming when they come to visit California or this area or a place like Atlanta or Chicago. Ugh. Traffic. New York traffic is not the most pleasant either. Sam Houston, really? Fort Sam Houston. If you're viewing in the phone where the comments show, under the title, hold the comments down and swipe right over to view live comments. What? Oh my gosh. Because all this time I thought, like, you know, when people watch lives, not all lives, because there have been some, you know, replays of other people's lives where I've been able to see the comments. So it's been kind of weird for me, but I always just thought, like, okay, so when they see my live, they just have to try to imagine the context of the conversation. And it's really a disservice if the live was like really funny. Like, I don't really feel like my lives are funny, but you know, we have some very gifted. We all are gifted in our gift community, right? But we have some very. Ooh, he just came out like he don't want his truck. I'm sorry, y'all. I be tripping off of what drivers be doing sometimes. I've had to take a lot of calls where there have been fights at the scene of a traffic collision. And I just try not to let it get to me, because you don't know where people's heads are these days. But yeah, we have some very talented, gifted women in our community that can, you know, just have us laughing for hours as if they were stand-up comedians. And so when you get that live, it really helps when you get the comments, because some people don't get on their videos and clown, but they clown in the comments. And it's funny. Anyways, y'all, okay, I'm gonna take y'all tips. Let me try to screenshot a few of them first. Y'all don't go nowhere, so I can screenshot the directions. Pulling it up. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for sharing this drive with me. I hope daylight savings time stays away as long as possible. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Doing good, how are you?
I'm okay. I'm 9 minutes late thanks to this traffic.
Yeah. Yes, shit.
Story of my life. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too. Welcome to Base City.
All right, bye-bye. All right, y'all. Oh my gosh. It's been so many funny lives lately. I can just listen to them and be busting up. It's good for you. Especially when there's so many things that are happening in this world around us and in our lives that can keep us sad if we let it. Laugh. Saying. Oh, I gotta wait for this truck. Oh yeah. People, the way they drive is just crazy to me. Say you was on your way home right before work. Before getting on the interstate, young lady got out of her car. Oh, and went to another car that was stopped in the road. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's been crazy. Like responding to domestic violence is our no. I'm driving on base, so I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Maybe I can touch back with you. I can't even talk. Maybe I can touch back with you guys later. But if not, have a beautiful day, and we will see you in the comments.